talk about things we need to do as a people to win, love, find each other this morning. I'm going to do the same. This morning, we're going to be talking about how to find and how to keep a man. So here's what I need you to do. You got a girlfriend having problems with relationships. You know a dude having problems with relationships. You need to tell him tune in this morning. Terrence Pickett going live with Coffee Time. Unraw, uncut, unedited. You're going to hear the truth. Stay right there. We'll be back.
Time, coffee, time. Yeah, this ain't your average cup of joe. Listen, I need it in the morning, I need it at night. He always keeps it brewing, he always keeps it tight. Just a little sip, it'll get you right. Terrence Pickett always be the one that gets the coffee right. The coffee's right, the coffee's right. In my life, it's never a wrong time or a crime to get what's yours and to get what's mine. Come on. Coffee time, coffee time. In my life, coffee time, coffee time. Feels so right. I need a little sugar, put it in my cup. Can you stir it, Terrence? Let me know what's up. And at the end of the show, you can brew another pot. Just make sure you make it hot. Come on. Time in my life. Coffee time, coffee time. Feels so right. I need a little sugar, put it in my cup. Can you stir it, Terrence? Let me know what's up. And at the end of the show, you can brew another pot. Just make sure you make it hot. Come on.
And that's what it is. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, say something so I can say something back to you. Say good morning, say hey. Don't be like that. Invite somebody to share. It's about to go down. Invite somebody to share. So, you know what? Something's going on with my privacy thing, too. I have tried to fix this several times. Invite somebody, share. It's about to go down. I'm going to tell you the truth. So let's just dive right in. Let me say good morning to the folks that's on. Tina White McPherson, good morning. Star Wright, good morning. Cassandra Threets Thomas, girl, where you been? Long time, glad to have you back. I am Delta, good morning. LaQuinta Demas, well, let me put an extra shot of espresso in my coffee. Yeah, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Do me a favor. Invite somebody, share. Invite Sonara Thomas White. Good to see you. Aaron King, Kafani, good morning. Thank you for inviting somebody. Terry Brown. Terry Brown is on this morning. Good morning, son. Aaron, it's all good, bro. Good to see you. Dewan McIntyre, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Invite somebody to share. Tell them coffee time is on. And we're going to, we're talking about relationships this morning. How to find and keep a man. Now, I know we have books. Aaron, you going to Taste of Miami today? I might meet you for lunch if you treating. Yeah, I'm in town. I came in town for a minute. I'm in town. If you need to give me something, holla. I'm here for a minute. So there's something we need to talk about this morning. I know there are books like Steve Harvey did a book on think like a man, act like a woman, or something, whatever. Read that. Read a couple of relationship books. And Sharice Aiken White, good morning. And I already know by the topic it says how to get and keep a man. And I know the first thing that, church women, godly women, Christian women would say, first of all, I don't have to get a man because the Bible say he that findeth. Well, you got a part to play in that. You still have a part to play. So even though the scripture says he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor with the Lord, there's two roles here. In order to find, he's got to be looking. Now here's what society has done when a man is looking. They label him as being no good. He's all up in everybody's face. No, he's just going through the interview process. He's trying to get to know people. He that findeth. Here's the other thing. The woman has taken the responsibility away from herself, because in order for a man to find you, he's got to be looking. But you've got to be somewhere and be seen for him to find you. Now, I'm not saying that God can't give a man a vision of where you are and come knock on your door. What I am saying is that's not likely. In order to find, you need to get in the way of those that are looking. Get in the path of those that are looking. And I can promise you, because I'm a man, there are some things that you can do to grab his attention. And there are some things you can do to keep his attention. Now, I'm more than sure we're not going to get through all of this in a 30-minute session this morning, but I'm going to do my best to come back maybe tonight and talk about this some more. So one more time before we dig in too deep, I need you to invite somebody, share. Invite somebody, share. So there are a couple of things you need to know about a man before we go further. Number one, the Bible says that the eyes of a man are never satisfied. I'm going to let you stack and put it wherever you want. I want you to think about that. It says it just like that. It says the eyes of a man are never satisfied. In fact, it's Proverbs 27:20. It says hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of a man are never satisfied. Meaning a man is always going to see something and wish to see more. Now, when it comes to a man seeing a woman and being satisfied, that has a lot to do with where she is. So, Gene Dot, the little bro is on. Good morning. Did you make it home safely? Is all I did, bro. So I'm in town, everybody, and I have to make my rounds. I went and ate at the governor's house last night. Had dinner at the governor's house. I don't shoot missiles. I don't drop bombs. But the governor I'm talking about is Gene.com. So we ate dinner, and I got a gift that he gave me. I'm going to put it on Facebook today. Wasn't my birthday, wasn't Christmas, just because when you love folk, you ought to show them and tell them while they are alive and not wait till they're dead to recite their legacy and the impact that they made in your life. So my bro Gene hooked me up yesterday. And tonight, Gene has R&B bingo. I didn't know you all were so serious about R&B bingo. Now, if you want to hook up on R&B bingo, you need to get at Pickett. I got the hookup. Now, we're sold out, but I do have something that you can do. Yeah, tables are gone. R&B bingo. You need to hit me up. Maybe I can get you in. I didn't say I was, because I know y'all serious about this R&B bingo. I've witnessed people say some things, do some things, all because they couldn't get a table. That's when you know you're sitting on top of the world, when you host an event and folk mad they can't get in. Now, when I was doing Coffee Time Live, I didn't have that problem. We had plenty of room for folk. Well, that's because my name's not Gene. I'm not the governor. Therefore, okay, we can move on. So I got to give a shout out to my bro, Gene.com. I want to give a shout out to my oldest son, Adrian Smith, A-Train, Gene, A-Train, and Pickett. We're going to do something pretty soon to just holler at y'all on a few things because Pickett is home. Just briefly, just came through just briefly, and it's good to be here. So let's talk about this thing about how to find a man and how to keep him. First and foremost, there are a couple of things you need to know about a man. Number one, I just told you, just read the scripture to you. It's Proverbs 27:20 says that the eyes of a man are never satisfied. So the first thing, if you're taking notes, first thing you need to know about a man is that a man is visually stimulated. He's turned on by what he sees. A man is a hunter. Rhonda Oliver say, I'm tiptoeing in this morning, this title. Lynette Lee Walcott, good morning. A man is visually stimulated. Yes, he is. You want to get a man's attention? You need to look like something. Now, y'all stop listening to Kevin Samuels tear you down. Some of y'all, he be telling the truth, but for the most part, he's arrogant, and y'all love it. His numbers are crazy. I'm always amazed that ladies will listen to a man degrade them, put them down, call them fat, tell them what they are not. They'll talk about the man behind his back, but still show up on his show. So the first thing that you need to know if you're taking notes, again, a man is visually stimulated. He's turned on by what he sees. I'm going to say it again. A man is visually stimulated. He's turned on by what he sees. There's an ongoing argument now. Should a man be on Facebook, social media, Instagram, liking another woman's picture when he's married or in a relationship? Especially when the picture is showcasing her good. Lord, I feel good this morning. I feel good this morning. She's showing you her hips, her posterior anatomy. That's her sit down, that is. Her hips, she's showing you everything she has. You in a relationship and you're married and you like the photo. Exactly what are you liking? You're not liking what she wrote. Let's tell the truth, fellas. You like what you see. Now, you may hide behind what she wrote in case someone brings it up. No, it was a great post. It was very poetic. She reminds me of Maya Angelou. Lie. Lie. That's not why you like that photo. You like that photo because you like what you saw. And I don't care if she started a business, she liked what she saw. Ladies, let me put you on game real quick. I don't care what man you have. A man is visually stimulated. He likes what he sees. He's turned on. A man is also a hunter. There's a reason the Bible says he that findeth a wife, he's a hunter. He's going to be looking. Now, here's the truth. I hate to do y'all like this, fellas, but I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Married, in a relationship, or single, something's going to come across this man's eye that he likes and is not going to be you. However, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, he will see something that looks good and he'll turn the other way because what looks good is not necessarily good for him. And when a man is satisfied, he doesn't hunt. Hunting is a sport, but at the end of the sport, there's a prize. When a man establishes what he likes, what he loves, it takes the thirst out of him. Now, there's some things that you're going to have to do to keep this man looking your way. Let's talk about it. I'm assuming, you with the one you married or married the one you with. I'm just assuming that. First thing you need to do, ladies, is keep him empty. Men are naturally have a high sex drive. All a man think about is sex. Every other thought, in some way, shape, or form, is centered around pointing to sex. Care how old you are, sex. What a man has to do, he has to take ownership of his mind, management of his emotions, and he has to create discipline to control his thought pattern so that his thinking doesn't get out of control and he starts living his thoughts. It's getting ugly already. But you need to know there's never a time when a man's not thinking about sex. God built him that way. So now, I'm assuming y'all married and you're together, doing things, Okay. So when you're together, the worst thing that you can do, ladies, is deprive the man from sex. You got to keep him empty. And then you got to keep his belly full. You got to keep his Jolly Rancher empty and keep his belly full. Meaning, this man is out in the field all day working. He's coming across beautiful women all day while he's working. They smell good. They look good. They're going to make sure their clothes fit a certain way. And this is his life. If he goes to the grocery store, if he goes to the mall, all he's looking at is beautiful women. Society has made it even easier for him to see them. Shawan Wilson, don't you come over here. Shawan says, so feed him and touch his wee-wee. Well, you need to do more than touch. Read the Song of Solomon, Shawan. Song of Solomon speaks about him letting her taste his myrrh. Yeah. Letting him taste his myrrh. Well, his myrrh is not saliva. It's not eye juice. It's not tears. And if you're going to taste his myrrh, you've got to put it in your mouth. Open wide. Now, you brought it on here, so let's go and deal with it. Open wide. Huh? One of the problems with our society is we talk about everything but what we need to have these discussions, because you get married, right? And your perception of marriage is based on your environment, and you've not had anybody to tell you about how this thing is supposed to work. So now this man, in some regards, is wrong. The man and woman have been exposed. Men, I saw my first porn magazine. I think I was 13. I was at my uncle's house, and I'm gonna show you how this stuff grows in you. I saw my first. Susie Atkins, congratulations. Just celebrated 14 years of marriage. Happy anniversary to you and your love. Thank you for sharing that, Susie. So I saw my first porn magazine. I was 13. No, 12. I saw my first porn video, 12, at my uncle's house. My blood uncle. I'm not going to call his name, but just know he was doing something. He wasn't married. Well, you need to know those images, those positions, my God, they were forever stapled in my mind. I thought it was fake. I'm young, I'm green, I'm not exposed, don't know what's up. Well, as those images grew over the years, I got old enough to buy them myself. As a teenager, I was buying them. Now, I'm buying this stuff. It's getting in my mind, seeping into my heart. And I never forget the video I saw called Jailhouse Girls. Lord have mercy. I got a message from that. Just in case you've been locked up, Jesus want to free you. They were being freed, but Jesus didn't have a key. So those positions, some of the erotic acts of kindness that they were showing each other as the daughters of Zion were holding on to the bars. The sons of Zion were standing behind them, making sure that their spine was even. Had them in certain, make sure the spine. So now all this stuff, I start filling my mind. And then when I got girlfriend, I wanted to act out what I had seen. So couples have to make sure that both of you are in harmony or whatever it is you're going to do in your bedroom. Now, the Bible says that marriage is honorable and the bed is undefiled. What you do in your bedroom is between you, your spouse, and God. You don't bring other people in there. And let me tell you women something. There was a time in my life I went through a season of how can I say this, Father? Give me how to say this. Well, I was extracting the daughters of Zion and I was teaching them sex therapy. I had become a self-ordained sex therapist, and a part of my ministry was fivefold. I laid all my hands on them, and I didn't just touch them on their forehead. Touched them everywhere, all over. And I made house calls, more than one. I did. I had a quota that I had to meet, and the quota increased weekly. And as my quota went up, I had to meet the goals of my quota, so it put a responsibility on me to touch more of the daughters of Zion. And as I began to touch the daughters of Zion, I am carrying out in my mind what I'd seen on videos and magazine. Mary Rachel, did I meet my quota? Yes, over and abundance. Yeah, I won Employee of the Week every week. Yeah, I exceeded. So I started playing out. No, I don't call for it. Tambula. I started acting out what I saw in the videos in the magazines. And I never forget, one of the daughters of Zion's told me, "What are you doing? That hurts." Well, and I told the daughter of Zion, "Lay down. You said you wanted the hammer of mercy. Now you got it. Lay down." And what I found out was I wasn't being intimate with them. I was being intimate with the images that had been planted in my mind from the magazines and from the videos. Kill Marie, forever love Toya. Was I tired? No. I never get tired working for Jesus. Huh? The blood that gives me strength. It never lose. Oh yeah. I never got tired. Kashan never got tired. See, the problem is y'all want a man to be honest. When a man finally is honest, you can't handle the truth. Now you over there looking at Kevin Samuels insult you. I'm telling you the truth, and I'm telling you some things that I did. Oh yeah. You know that song Kurt Franklin sings, "Let me touch you, see if you are real. Let me touch you, see So I had a ministry, or he touched me. That's what they sung when I left. Oh, he touched me, and all the joy. Never had a dissatisfied customer. I don't think you were working for Jesus then, Bishop. Well, depends on how you look at it now. Well, I was I was self-employed. I won't bring the Lord in it. I was self-employed. Here's the deal, though. Here's what I found out. As I began these intimate relationships, I found out that the way to a man's heart is through the door and avenue of trust. But the way to a woman's heart was intimacy. Now, what empowered me to prosper and continue working in the vineyard is when they celebrated me because of my gift and my abilities. I could lay it down. I don't know how far I should go, but I never had a dissatisfied customer. Watch. Now, move the sex out of the way. When we would talk and have a conversation, the women were intellectually stimulated. So, brothers, let me give you this. It's going to take more than your agility, more than your hip vibrations to keep that woman. And I know this is about how to find a man and how to keep it, but I think it's fair if we talk about both. A man needs to be able to find a woman and keep her. A woman needs to be able to get a man and keep him. There are certain conversations that have to be had. Now, if that girl, and I'm just going to say this, if that girl has not been exposed, she don't know what it means to be put in the frog and all these positions and all these things you want to do. You've been exposed to porn and you've been out there sowing your wild oats. You have community draws and this girl has not been exposed, and you take all this stuff that's in your mind from these magazines, from these flicks, and now you want to put this stuff on her. That's unfair. It's unfair. And then, fellas, it's unfair for you to say you're not sexually satisfied because she can't do what they did on the video. Because the only reason you got exposed is you was watching videos, porn, practicing. Sex is sacred. It's both physical. Listen to me. It's physical and spiritual. You don't believe me? If someone has, if you've been intimate with someone and they, see, I have to meet y'all where y'all are. That's why I say some of these. If they hit it right, don't tell me you're not craving for more. They're all in your psyche. How? It's because sex, intimacy, is physical and spiritual. God gave it to us for pleasure. He gave it to us to replenish the earth. But it's also a part of the covenant that man has with the person that he's being intimate with. This is why she bleeds when the hymen is broken. That blood is supposed to flow. When that blood touches the tip, a covenant is made. It's the veil being rented from top to bottom. It literally becomes the shadow of the covenant that God made with man on the cross. Everything was supposed to be covered in blood. This is where the union And the covenant is made through the blood. So whoever that covenant, that blood covenant, wherever that blood covenant has been forced or been revealed, now my spirit is connected to them. My soul is connected to them. My soul is my mind, my will, as well as my emotions. So even though you break up with this person, you will always remember who you first was. There's a part of your mind they still have. There's a part of your will they still have. And there's a part of your emotions they still have. Now, they're long gone. You married, you got kids, you don't move. See them in the mall. What comes to your mind? And this is why, I'm making light and making jokes, but this is why you can't play with this. It's physical and it's spiritual. So now, your mind, your will, and your emotions are with this person, and they're long gone, but you can't get them off your mind. And you thinking about them triggers your emotions. And if the emotions are strong enough, it would trigger your will to reach out. Hey, how you doing? It was good seeing you the other day. And social media has made it easy. So let's establish this. All right. I kind of went off the path, but I'm coming back. The first thing you need to know is that the eyes of a man ain't never satisfied. That man's going to look. You need to give him something to look at. If you feel his eyes when he leaves you, he will only have the images in his head for you, and it'll help him create a discipline to not look outside of you. So you got a part to play in it. You just can't say, well, if he gonna do it, he gonna do it. No, you got a part to play in that. Give him something to look at. Going to bed with flannel pajamas, and give him something to look. You need to be in Victoria's Secret. You need to find your eroticana. You need to find a store to give him something to look at. You need to create the images in his head so when you are not around, you're still in his heart. Marriage is not just marriage. The covenant of marriage is also a gate. And the husband and the wife, they are the gatekeeper to each other. Well, a gate not only keeps in what it's supposed to keep in, it keeps out what's not supposed to enter. You need to create images with him and allow those images to be the gate. You're around here acting shy. I was reading, somebody posted on Facebook. It was a Christian couple, and they were saying how when they get in the bedroom, their language changed. Ain't nobody speaking in tongue. You need to create an experience, and not just, child, let me make him happy real quick. No, it need to be a great experience, because ladies, you have a lot of competition. Here is the unfair facts, ladies, especially black women. These are facts. These are statistics. And then I'm going to have to end here because my time is up. Black people, Black America, African Americans are only 13 to 17% of the U.S. population. 17% of the U.S. population. Of that 17%, 10% are women. 7% are men. 85% of the prison system is filled with black and brown men. Of the 7%, 4 of them in jail. 4% is in jail, in prison. You got 3% that are free. Of the 3%, 1% are either transgender, homosexuals, down low. 1% is in that category. You got 2%. Of the 2%, 1% of the 2% either is unemployed, live at home, deadbeat, or make less than $20,000 a year. You got 1% left. What am I saying to you? There's a shortage of black men. And I know you think yours will never cheat on you. I know you believe that. But if he's a man, he's made from the clay that we walk on. What does clay do? Crack. Clay breaks. Clay goes with the wind. Clay will stick to whatever walk on it. And when it gets wet, it becomes mud and follows whoever is in the path. Don't you put that much trust in some man and you believe you that good. It's 50 women to one man. Okay? You're going to have to put some work in, sister girl. You're going to have to put your work in. Because to keep men in today's time is completely different than mama and grandma. Because there was stuff that was not made available with mama and grandma. A girl can be with your man in his inbox and you don't even know it. You have no idea. She done already took it off of a picture she posted on social media. You nagging at him, bothering him. You don't want to give him none. Your head always hurt at night. What do you think this man is going to do eventually? He's going to get fed up. And somebody else is going to fill him up. I may finish this tonight. I may talk about it all week. But there's some stuff that you got to do, sister girl. I'm going to get on the guys, but right now it's your time. Yeah. Thank you for your support. That's coffee time this morning. Listen, you were born to win, predestined to succeed. I'm glad we're doing life together. Without your ear, I don't have a voice. You make this possible. You're born to win, predestined to succeed. There's nothing that can happen to you that the wisdom on the inside of you is not able to handle. You got to calm down, slow down, chill out, trust God, and let wisdom speak. When wisdom speak, you will always win. I think I'm going to come back tonight so I can kind of stretch out on this thing. The problem with some of y'all is you don't want to be stretched out. You got to keep that man empty. Let's talk about it later. Remember to think high, speak life. Peace out.
Coffee time, coffee time. Yeah, this ain't your average cup of joe. Listen, I need it in the morning, I need it at night. He always keeps it brewing, he always keeps it tight. Just a little sip, it'll get you right. Terrence Pickett always be the one that gets the coffee right. The coffee's right, the coffee's right in my life. It's never a wrong time over crime to get what's yours and to get what's mine. Come on. Coffee time in my life. Coffee time. Feels so right. I need a little sugar, put it in my cup. Can you stir it, Terrence? Let me know what's up. And at the end of the show, you can brew another pot. Just make sure you make it hot. Come on.